I believe in God. My whole life is God's in the center of it. Why do I believe in Him? Why am I convinced, absolutely certain that there is a God and I better do what He says? Well, this week I'm going to be giving you several reasons. Today I want to give you 3 reasons why I believe in God. The first is everybody has a God-shaped void. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11, God has put eternity in our hearts. God has left His fingerprints on every heart. It's like having a round hole in our lives. Something is missing. Actually, someone is missing, and that's God. Now, people run through life trying to put other things in that God-shaped void. They put money or sex or power. Maybe they put good things like their family or their job. People put their ministries, their finances, their hobbies, all of these things. Sometimes people put drugs and alcohol and gambling, trying to fill up that God-shaped void. But the reality is, why it might feel good to have something in there for a while, it's not God. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fulfill. There's only one person that can fill the God-shaped void in your heart, and that's God. I know I have a God-shaped void. You do too. There is a God, and He can fill it. The second reason why I believe in God is human conscience. We're told in the book of Romans, chapter 2, it says, so the Gentiles, the non-Jews that don't have the law, instinctively do what the law demands. They're a law to themselves, even though they don't have the law. They show that the work of the law is written on their hearts. What's that saying? That's saying every one of us has a conscience. No matter if we grew up with the Bible or church or whatever, we still know that some things are right and some things are wrong. Every group of people that has ever functioned has had a code of conduct. Even gangs in prison have rules that you have to keep to be in that gang. We have a conscience of what's right and what's wrong. Where did that come from? God put that conscience in our hearts. Several years ago, I was in Chicago waiting for an airplane with a friend of mine, and there was events going on the big board telling us our plane was delayed and all of this, and the man behind us was getting very upset because he was going to miss his connecting flight. And then all of a sudden he blurted out, "God condemn it!" Actually, he didn't say condemn, he said, "God damn it." He was so upset. And my friend said, "Well, what's he doing?" And I said, "Well, in reality, he's testifying to the existence of God because he knows that some things are right and some things are wrong. And so he's asking God to judge it and condemn it." And then the guy yells out, "Jesus Christ!" He said, "What's he doing now?" And I said, "Well, he's just telling us God's name." Have you ever noticed when people get angry, they don't say, "Oh, Muhammad, condemn it," or "Buddha, condemn it," or "Joseph Smith, condemn it"? No, it's always Jesus Christ. Why? Because Jesus is the ultimate judge. Jesus is the only one that has a right to condemn it. What are people saying? They're saying there is an ultimate right and wrong. There's an ultimate judge of right and wrong. There's ultimately somebody that can condemn wrong, and that's God. Whether they realize it or not, God has put a conscience in their hearts. The last one is cause and effect. Cause and effect. Genesis 1:1 says, "In the beginning, God." Science tells us that every cause has an effect, and every effect is the result of a cause. For example, the universe is an effect. It's a thing we can see and touch and measure. They say the Big Bang is the cause that produced that effect. But that doesn't quite make sense because nothing can't produce everything. That's one choice. Or the other choice is someone produced everything, and that is God, the uncaused cause. Where did the gases come to bang together to create the universe? God created the universe. In fact, as one guy said, God spoke and bang, it all happened. Bang, God created the heavens and the earth. God is the ultimate uncaused cause. God is the one that has put a conscience in our human hearts. God's the one that's left us with a God-shaped void. There's many reasons to believe in God. Those are three. You need to believe in God, and you need to obey Him.